What's going on, guys? Today we've got some Cartel Hardpoint gameplay in the background, and I absolutely go off in this gameplay. So if you guys are looking to improve at Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, then here's some hints, tips and tricks for you guys. Now, my settings obviously in this game, I've turned motion blur off, I've got my field of view set to 103, and basically any other part of the game, which is like sensitivity and stuff like that, I've got 1313 sensitivity, my low zoom sensitivity is 1, and my high zoom sensitivity is 2 for when I'm using snipers. Now, obviously these settings will differ for you, and you need to find the perfect balance for what is comfortable for you, so you can snap onto targets left, right and centre, and you can do really well with that. Obviously snapping onto a target is very important in this game because you want to be able to get kills, you want to be able to turn on people and get that kill as well, and obviously the more and more you can do that, the better you're going to get at the game. And if you can find that perfect sensitivity for yourself, then obviously you're going to be more comfortable with it and you're going to be able to do a lot of different things. Now, one thing I want to talk about in this game, or what in this video, is utilising the movement of this game, and also utilising the cover in this game, to basically get an advantage over your enemies. So, a few things that you will see me do in this gameplay is slide, jump around corners, jump around cover, jump into gunfights, slide into gunfights, and the reason I say that is because using cover to your advantage and using the movement to your advantage is very important. As you guys can see by the next couple of gunfights that are coming, I know where these people are going to be. I know they're going to be attacking the point from all sorts of directions. And I start to move around in that objective point so that I'm not on the radar because I'm currently using Ghost. And then what I was doing was I was using the cover to my advantage. So I knew there was a guy coming from a certain direction. I went into cover, got behind cover. I slid into the next gunfight, like you just saw there. Then jumped into the next one. I ended up losing that one because I was weak and I challenged. And really, looking back at it, I shouldn't have done that. I should have stepped back, healed up with the stim, and then gone for that gunfight. Would it have still gone the same way? Who knows? But honestly, a few tips I can, say to you guys is make sure that your aim is as accurate as it can be, obviously. Use the cover to your advantage, use the equipment that you have to your advantage. Now, for new players that haven't played the game yet, using stuff like stuns against new players is brutal. The stuns in this game are crazy powerful, and I have Tac Mask, and Tac Mask is actually very useful. It's actually a lot better than it was in Weekend 1. In Weekend 1 you got stunned. You just got stunned and it lasted sort of half the time of the, normal stun, for example. But as you guys can see here, this guy's chasing me around this rock. I turn around, I see that he's there on the radar, and I'm able to take advantage of the movement to be able to get away, give myself a little bit of time to then be able to turn and start to lock onto the guy that was chasing after me. Now, you will see me jumping gunfights. You will see me, using cover like this, getting behind stuff, then moving on. Because sometimes the best way of doing it is to get behind cover, then pop back out and use that cover as a little bit of a safety net so that you're not getting chased by other people, or so that you've got a little bit of leeway to be able to duck behind cover or whatever it is to be able to gain that advantage. Same here again. I got hit, I knew I got hit, I knew that guy knew exactly where I was and would continue to shoot. So I slid out the way, got behind the rock, used the stim so I could heal up, and obviously just there, slid into that corner because I knew from looking at the minimap, which is in the top left hand corner, I'm always glancing up at that minimap. Always. I'm always looking at it. Every couple of seconds. If I'm looking at in front of me and there's nothing going on, I look at the minimap and I think, right, where's the next kill? Where's the next person going to be? And that's a really great mentality to have, because then, like again, I used cover to my advantage. I got shot, I got behind cover, I got out of the way of Aaron's way, and then obviously I was able to use the cover to then snap onto the next person. Again, here, I sat in the corner, I'm trying to reload, guy came in, I just start hip firing, because I'm like, right, if I get any sort of chance of killing this guy, then the possibility is, if I can start hitting him with a couple of bullets, which is a big if, you don't know whether it's going to happen or not, but then I start aiming down sight, I'm going to basically confirm that kill if I do get any sort of, you know, hit markers on the guy when I'm not aimed down sight. Once I am aimed down sight, then obviously I'm going to be able to finish that kill off. Again here, I just switch to the pistol and just carry on using it. I just keep going, because for me personally it wasn't worth, you know, trying to reload. I'm like, right, there's a guy here and there's another one here. I need to try and do my best to be able to get those kills. And obviously it worked out quite well. And another thing I've got to say to you guys, don't get tunnel vision. Don't go chasing that one guy. Because as you saw the last death I had, if I wasn't chasing the guy across the screen to the left, I would have noticed that there was a guy on my right that was just about to start shooting me. I'd have been able to get back in the garage thing here, and I would have been able to get to a point where I'm using that for cover. Again, same thing there. I get straight into a corner where I know I'm safe to heal up. And here again, great example. As soon as I'm getting shot at, I'm behind this pallet. And then, when I know that the guy is going to stop shooting because he needs to reload, I pop back out, and the guy didn't have the brains to actually sit down or lie down behind it. As he was going to do that, I managed to get him. So, in a lot of ways, you see in this gameplay how to use cover effectively. And again, I stay behind this box, I'm even stunned, and I managed to keep going and kill these guys. And that is something that comes with experience, but also comes with the knowledge of how to use cover in the game and how to use it effectively. Another thing, I saw that that guy was very, very weak on the health bar. So what did I do? I jumped around the corner and challenged because I knew I could get the upper hand and finish that kill on that guy. Again, knowing how to read situations, knowing that, you know, you can carry on to shoot the person that you've just shot. Yeah, you might have run out of bullets or whatever, but there is a possibility that you still be able to get a line of sight on the person and that you'll be able to finish that particular kill. So honestly, like here, I'm jumping to see where this guy is because I could see that he was in the grass somewhere, I just didn't know where. So I was jumping so I was able to see the guy's head running through the grass. And it's stuff like that that is sometimes just the little tips, the little things that helps you get that extra kill, that extra EKIA or whatever it is in this game. It helps you get the upper hand and helps you stay on top of the leaderboard. And obviously, moving through, you know, these different situations, as you guys can see, I saw that guy go behind there. I didn't know whether he saw me or not. But what helped me was I was able to slide as he was running, which meant that he couldn't see exactly where I was at that moment in time, meaning I got the upper hand because I knew exactly where he was going to be. The second gunfight, I basically baited the guy out because I didn't stay in one position. I moved quite a lot. I even jumped. And when I jumped, as I came down, my gun bounced down to obviously simulate the jumping that I did. And then it kicked back up and I was able to finish the kill. And minimap awareness is another thing you guys should get into your head, is just glance at the minimap every now and again, just seeing where your enemies could be, seeing what's possible, seeing where enemies could potentially come from, because using the minimap to your advantage is very, very important. And one of the best ways to do that is to look at where your teammates are, look at where the objective is on the map, and figure out where your teammates aren't, because that's where the enemies are most likely going to be. Now, if this was Modern Warfare, I probably wouldn't have given that example, because in Modern Warfare the spawns are quite sporadic, the spawns are quite random, you don't exactly know what's going on with the spawns in that game, and at any moment in time the spawns can flip, the spawns can change. In this game, however, the spawns are far more predictable, and it's very easy to predict where the enemies are going to be, especially in games like Hardpoint and Domination. In Hardpoint, obviously, I'm looking at the minimap going, right, where's the objective and where are my teammates? In the space where there is no one on the objective from the enemy or no one contesting it, then they're going to be in the area near it, and then they're going to be in the areas where my teammates aren't. So obviously, that is something important, and that is something that you guys can take forward into your gameplays. And like I said, again, using cover to your advantage to make sure that you are protecting yourself from all the grenades that are flying in, all the gunfire that might fly in, and obviously as well, like there, I slid out of the way of the grenade because I thought, right, I need to make a quick dash of movement to get out of the way so I don't get killed by this grenade. Now, honestly, when it comes to the game with everything else and the way things are, I really am enjoying this game at the moment, and like I said, this was one hell of a game for me. I dropped 69 kills, which is just quite absurd, like, because that's a lot for me in most Call of Duties, especially when in this Call of Duty at the moment, it's very easy to run into problems or run into, you know, lobbies where there's a lot of people just doing crazy stuff like jump shotting and drop shotting and really trying to cheese the game a little bit, because obviously the more experienced players are doing that. You do need to make sure that you've got that advantage and take advantage of the cover, make sure you take advantage of the movement. But yeah, hope you guys have really enjoyed this video and found it useful in some way, shape or form. And honestly guys, if you haven't already, drop a like, subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.